Are you looking for the perfect tool to give you accurate seam allowances every time? Well, check this out. The ideal seam gauge and the ideal seam guide work together to give you a beautiful seam allowance. Let me show you how it works. Here I have my ideal seam gauge. Notice all of these small holes. This gives you the option to get 10, yes, 10 perfect seam allowances, ranging from 1/8 of an inch to 1.5 inches. Think of the possibilities. It's perfect for top stitching, achieving that nice 1/8 of an inch. Don't even get me started on the scant 1/4 inch. How many times do you hear, what is a scant 1/4 inch? This tool will figure it all out for you. You can do a 5/8 inch seam allowance, which is perfect for garment sewing. You get my point. There's a lot of options. 10. For my demonstration today, I selected the infamous scant 1/4 inch. Slide it under, line it up as best you can. Using your hand wheel, rotate it towards you, lowering that needle into the hole, just like that. As you can see, with the presser foot up and the gauge in there, you can still move it around. Once you have your needle dropped in, line it up straight and then lower your presser foot. Now comes the fun part. Pick your ideal seam guide that you'll be using. At the end of this video, I'll go over several different options that you can choose from. Because I'm using a machine with a smaller throat area, I decided to use the 4-inch ideal seam guide that comes in the student edition. It not only comes with the gauge, but it comes with the straight 4-inch, and then you've got the 4-inch curved option. I'm going to go with the ideal seam guide 4-inch curved option, so I can use that little cutout. On the back, there's a piece of acetate plastic. Go ahead and remove that and expose the sticky back. Make sure to hold on to that because you're going to want to replace it when you're done. This is called the Tacky Technology. It has enough sticking power to keep that guide in place. However, it's not too sticky that you can't get it off when needed. Once you have the spot you want, then you can just lightly press it down to secure. Now that I've placed my guide, I can lift up my presser foot and get that needle out of there and remove the gauge. Now all you need to do is sew your beautiful seam allowance. Let's circle back to the Tacky Technology. This stuff is amazing. What happens if it gets linty or dirty? Don't worry, you can clean it. To clean it, simply soak it in warm water, put 1 drop of detergent on the sticky back and kind of rub it in. Make sure that you have the balls of your fingers and make sure that your nail doesn't get in there and gouge it. Once it's cleaned, you can rinse it off and then you let it air dry and it's good to go. Another question that I'm sure I'll get, because I asked it too, how long does it last? According to the manufacturer's website, they've been tested to withstand hundreds or even thousands of placements. Let's talk about what sizes you can get. This one is fantastic because it comes as a set. You not only get the gauge, but you get 2 guides, the 4-inch ideal seam guide and the 4-inch curved ideal seam guide. The curved option is perfect to help you easily maintain your seam allowance around curves. Neat, huh? Next, there's a 5-inch featherweight limited edition. Don't worry, it's not just for the featherweight. The sticker on it has decals similar to the featherweight. It's just cute. This one is very similar to the first one that I showed you. However, it is 1 inch longer, but notice that there's also a cutout. This is on several of the options. The cutout allows the ideal seam guide to be used with select walking feet or large presser feet. It also allows the ideal seam guide to be used even if your sewing machine has wide feed dogs. Next, I have the 10-inch. This has the curve on one end and the cutout. And then lastly, you've got your 15-inch. This one has the cutout, but not the curved option. Regardless of the one that you choose, there is a handy beveled edge that makes it really easy for you to get your finger underneath and pop it off when needed. When you take it off, don't forget to replace the acetate. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment. My name is Trisha. I'd be more than happy to help you. Until next time, happy sewing, everybody.